A few days ago, I purchased the Remarkable Paper Pro Move, this little device right here, and I fell in love with it. It's really amazing for quick sketches, coloring, and then converting it into a vector file on Adobe Illustrator and actually finishing the sketch. And I actually like the sketch feel and look that this gives me. So I'm able to kind of keep that sketch look in vectors. And actually, I designed a t-shirt yesterday with this process, and I thought it was absolutely gorgeous and fell in love with it. So just got this leather case too. It was really hard to make a decision to spend another 120 bucks on this, but I'm glad I did because it is something that I use daily. So here comes the brand new Remarkable Paper Pro. I again, because I fell in love with the little one, I'm like, it's time to add this to my workflow. And as tradition goes, I have to draw a piece on the box of any of these tablets or gadgets that I buy these days. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. This one is the combo. It comes with the leather portfolio case and also the Marker Plus, which is their more advanced marker. From what I hear is that they used to have the Wacom technology for the pens for the Remarkable 2, and now they have moved on to a more traditional chargeable, rechargeable pen, which I do enjoy using. I'm not a tech guy. I mean, I am a tech guy. I love buying tech, but I don't get too hung up on specs if something works in my workflow. As long as it's fast enough and has enough memory, the device works for me. So that's a quick piece. Maybe make it a collectible, maybe sell this box, who knows? There we go. Let's go and open it. I already cut this open and I see what this box is. This box is full of other boxes. So we have the Remarkable Paper Pro here. We have the folio case and the Marker Plus. And that's it. Let's go ahead and put this away. I'm not going to be, again, going too far into the actual tech of this, but I hear that the technology that's being used is some sort of, the color stuff is used, it's called Gallery. It's a technology that allows you to color on these e-ink pads. Let's go ahead and pull it out. Yeah, that's a pretty nice surface area. Look at that. Put that here. Let's see what else it comes with. Oh, a nice fancy cable. You guys have seen these unboxings before. I mean, it's not that exciting to unbox something anymore because everybody's got some sort of experience. But Remarkable is doing it right. Not a whole lot of junk left over. And here's my folio case. It didn't take too long for me to decide that this was going to be part of my day-to-day for sketching. I have quite a bit of few iPads, and I do have the Wacom tablet that you guys can go ahead and check out the unboxing for that one. Let's put this away. Those are available on my YouTube channel, that one. And I'll do a follow-up because I do want to show how it works in my workflow. So the Wacom tablets are incredible as well. So if you want that paper-like feel and you want the professional here we go. If you want the professional software on there to be able to create stuff, there you go. Comes, I think, with some new tips, just in case you're out. I'm not going to open that. And here's another box that goes in the recycle bin. This goes in here magnetically. They do really create remarkable products. Here's a little thing that you can close here after you put your pen right there, and you're ready to go. Let's go ahead and open it up. I'm sure there's a setup that's going to happen here. And it says Remarkable Paper Pro is starting up. I probably didn't need another device, but after having this little guy with me, it just basically begged me to go buy one. Attach your marker, okay. Here we go. Your marker is charging. That's what a digital paper, okay. It's trying to tell me that when it refreshes, it's normal. And let's go ahead and attach my Wi-Fi. If I can remember the password. All right. Oh, it's going to update. I'm not going to be editing this video, so if you guys get bored, you guys can just fast forward through whatever you want to see. I'm trying to keep these videos as easy as possible from an editing standpoint. This is a process that I would go through myself if I was doing it without recording, so why not share the process with you, just so you know what it's like when you grab one. This whole kit together was $7.99 plus tax, so something around $8.60. And again, it's a very expensive device. So was this. This was around $500 with the case, probably about $550. So you really have to make sure that it fits your workflow and it actually can, pay for itself if you're doing professional work with it. For me, I do always want to know that if I draw something in here, can I sell it? Does it help me make a little bit of money? And the paper tablet is starting again. And for me, I designed a t-shirt in this yesterday and I sold the t-shirt this morning. One t-shirt. If you want to see it, I'll show you what I drew in here. This was the design that I did last night. It's the Fuku Tiger. So I actually kept the look and feel of the sketch when I finished the design. I just colored it in Illustrator and made the t-shirt. And it wants me to update and restart again. Pair your device. Okay. So now I have to go online and pair the device. So we go to Remarkable, my.remarkable.com. And I have to log in. I'm doing that on my phone right now. So once I've logged in, I have to go manage devices, pair a device. So I go in here now, give me a code that I go ahead and enter here. So UEFOUYUR. Okay, so now it's pairing with my account, which I pay, I think, $2.95 a month. And it has all my devices there. Okay, now that it's activate, I can activate the connection. I'm going to enter a password. Take that off video. And it's giving me a recovery passcode. I'm right-handed. Oh, now you can search with handwriting, which is you can write something and it'll find it for you. I don't need to search anything. And there it is. There's my ideas. There's my sketches. So let's go ahead and open up my sketches. Here's my t-shirt concepts. And there it is. That's incredible. I mean, I love the fact that my sketch is here. And as you can see, it's in the form factor of my Remarkable Pro Move. So now that I'm here, for example, I can go ahead and select this. Oops. And let's see if I can scale it. Maybe it's on a different layer. Let's see. Oh yeah, here. So there's nothing on that layer. There we go. So now I can scale this up more. And because it's vectors, it's going to keep its, the quality of how it came over. And now I'm going to go ahead and go on another layer. And we're going to go ahead and color this in. I could have used the shader. I think I'm using the marker. And if you hear that scratching noise, that's a little bit of a rough surface area for coloring. I mean, for writing and coloring and drawing. Just gives you that really nice paper feel. Look at that. And that flickering that it does is completely normal, as it warned us in the beginning. It's just the way it works. It's pretty cool. So I'm going to add another color here. Let's go ahead and add some red. The colors are obviously not like super vibrant. They're made to just kind of give you an idea of what the color should be. But once you bring this into Adobe Illustrator or any other vector program, you're going to be able to change the coloring on it the way you like. So for me, it can go from just a sketch to something that's a little bit more usable fairly quickly. Here's a shader. I don't like that, so double tap to replace or to go back. Let's color in the fuku. Fuku means happy. So that's sitting on top right now, but as soon as I kind of push that layer down, there it is. I'm going to go ahead and create a new piece here too, actually in this t-shirt design file here. Let's go ahead and add another page. These are all my sketches that came over. So I'm going to use a pencil, black, and let's see. A little Stitch Bunny. For those who aren't familiar with Stitch Bunny, it's a character I created over 20 years ago. And you can check him out on sabit.love. I just got a bunch of different plushies in. Here's one of them. So soft. See? So I'm really actually drawing with this since I know my lines less than sketching. I can be more like sketchy. And this is pressure sensitive, and also you can put it on its edge and do some shading if you want. So it is recognizing the angles I'm playing with. Let's go ahead and outline this a little bit harder. And I'm just going to keep the pencil. Now, if you do want to ink it, you can. You can go ahead and add another layer and go and change your tool to a fine liner, for example. And now you have more of an ink look. This is what the ink looks like. Now the question is, why would I use this instead of my, many iPads that I have? And the reason is that I tend to find myself wanting to do looser work on the Remarkables and even on the Wacom tablet. But once I get into my professional apps like Procreate, some other apps that are out there, then I just want to finish a piece that's like I want to create a piece that's going to go on the market, and and that's going to be selling or turned into a product. Whereas with this, I can concept and create ideas that it doesn't beg me to finish something. It just, and if it does end up being something that I want to use professionally to sell it, then so be it. But at least I have fun, not, without the pressure of always wanting to make something that's for sale. So let's go ahead and add a layer. We're going to push this layer 3 down. You can rename the layer here, I think. There we go. Color. And I'm going to use the shader to color it in. As you guys can see, this is the first time that I've unboxed it, set it up, and now coloring it, using it in front of you guys. So you can get a good idea of the whole experience from the beginning. Because of the backlighting, you can actually, I think, use this in the dark now, whereas with the Remarkable 2 you couldn't. But it does kill the battery a lot quicker. My Remarkable 2 would last for weeks, sometimes months if I didn't use it. I could pick it up almost any time, knowing that I could for sure have some battery life in there. But the Move, if I use it all day, I think half of the battery is gone. So you do have to charge it more often. So here's my blue coloring. Let's see how that looks. I mean, it doesn't really look blue, does it? It looks kind of purplish. Now let's use red for the cheeks and the heart. And the poo flowers. This is really about the experience of drawing. Creating concepts that you might want to ink later. And maybe even using what you create in here, because it is vectors. So if you do like this look, you might want to just keep it and use it like I did last night with the tiger. And here it is. Let's go ahead and attach this here again. It says I have 5% battery left. I did just open it, so I'm going to close that up. And I'm going to charge it. And this is really clever. This little flap doesn't flap around. It actually magnetically attaches to the bottom here. And it goes back. And here's the size difference. If you can see that. Let's go ahead and open this so you can see the size difference between the Pro Move and the big one. I hope you enjoyed that review. Please hit that subscribe button, leave a comment, and if I bored you, I apologize. You can put this in triple speed next time. Watch out for my other reviews that are coming soon on the Wacom tablet and possibly this Apple Vision Pro Muse. Maybe I'll do a video on this. Let me know if you want to hear about it. Have a beautiful day.